What's up, guys? We got a F150 2014 little V6. We're going to be doing an oil change on it. It's a fleet truck, as you can see, very muddy. But yeah, so we're going to do an oil change. Very few tools. You need 3/8 drive ratchet, 15mm deep socket. If you can't get a well, you can get a shallow, but then you have to get an extension, like a small extension. This is just for a breaker bar type deal. I showed you before, but go like that, so it's able to break the drain plug out. That's what the 15 for the drain plug, and one of these bad boys, or you can just use your hands or whatever to get the oil filter off. Obviously, drain pan, quality filter, and oil. This is a 3.7 V6, and it takes 6 quarts of 520. And as you can see, everything is really dirty, but what we're going to do is change the oil in it. We're going to check the air filter, check all these fluids, and see exactly where we are at. Like I said, it's my company truck. We use it for gas wells, and it's a great truck. Great truck. These little V6s, they're not obviously like the 5.0s or anything like that, but this thing actually runs pretty darn good. So, but yeah, we'll jump into this oil change and we'll get her done. Okay, we are under the truck now, and you can see my ratchet is hooked up to the oil drain. And let's see if we can break this thing loose while I'm holding the camera without using a cheater. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so you get your first thing, obviously you want to get your truck warmed up. This thing's been driven all day long, brought it home, and get the oil changed in it. So make sure you get your oil pan, it's going to shoot out pretty far. Be quick with your fingers. Okay, so there you go. Drain this out. What we can do is run up here, and sometimes these things are kind of a bugger to get off, but take this off. So that'll help drain it a little quicker. Yeah, so this thing's all dirty. It's gonna get me filthy being underneath this. But one nice thing is you don't need jack sands. You don't need to drive it up on. I mean, you get a creeper and you can just crawl right underneath it and drain the oil. So that's that. The oil filter is, I'll try to get the camera down there. It's right there. There's some hay going through the cornfields. This is awesome. But either way, there's the filter, and we are going to drain that, and you can see the drain for the filter. Usually it doesn't even hit it, and it doesn't really work, but it's there. So we're going to wait for the drain out and pull that filter off. Okay, in this part, you see the seal right here, and it's dry whenever you get them new. So what you want to do is you can add a little bit of oil. Being that you're putting it, like sometimes if you put the oil filter in this way, you can pretty much add and fill this thing completely up, and it's not going to leak out. But being we're kind of put it in as at an angle, you're going to maybe lose a little bit or leak out if you fill this completely up. So what I do is I usually fill it up a little bit. Get a little oil on the outside here, and then take the oil here and use it around the ring. And you do this right before you put the filter on, and when you put these filters on, you do not use that tool to take it off, because that would make it super tight. So all you need to do is put it on with your hands and get it nice and snug, about hand tight. We are ready to put the filter back on. We got some oil in it. We got the ring. And also, guys, what you want to look for is when you take these off, sometimes the ring sticks right here. It comes actually off the old filter and sticks. So before you put the new one on, make sure the ring is not on there, because then you do like a double seal, and that does not actually seal at all. So yeah, so that's that. Get this lined up. Spin her on there. Just say get her nice and tight. Just 2 hands. And that's it. That seal is going to keep it nice and sealed up. It's not going to leak anywhere. And we are now ready. After the you put the drain plug back in, you are ready to fill this thing full of fluid. All right, and we are now at the most fun stage, the easiest stage, and that is to fill it up with oil. Like I said, this takes 6 quarts, so we're going to slowly fill it up. And after we get 6 quarts in there, we're going to fire the engine up, let it warm up, shut it back down, and check the level. Make sure we are good to go. You also want to check and make sure you don't have any leaks. And while it's running, that is kind of whenever I go over everything, make sure the oils, or the not the oils, but the if you can, check the transmission fluid, see if the levels are good there. If they are, great. Ooh, just fell over. You obviously want to wait until you shut it off, check the air filter and the coolant. If it's warm, you know you're gonna have a lot of pressure and heat there. We don't want to burn ourselves. But yeah, we're gonna fill it up with oil, and then I'm also going to show you how to reset the oil light inside the cab. Okay, we are now inside the cab, as you can see. We're gonna fire the truck up. And there you go, you got the engine light here. So what you do is you, back here, you can hit the reset, and you can see it puts it back here, so you can see your mileage. And then you want to go to setup, reset. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hold reset. There it is. So you hold it, and yeah, there's the setup button, and that gets you through it. And then you hold the reset button, puts oil life set to 100%. So we are good there. Puts me back here. I'm gonna reset that as well, and that is what I wanted to do. Now this is obviously where the air filter is at. I accidentally popped that off already, but that's off. Pop that off, and then there's one back here. Pop that off there, and there's just a couple. Just pick it up. Let's see if I can get it with 2 hands here. Yeah. And there you go. We gotta check the filter. That's a little dirty. Yeah, a little dirty, but I'm gonna try to get one more oil change out of that. As you can see right here, probably the lighting is not very good. I'm trying to, here we go. Those tabs just go down in the slots. Like I said, lighting, working on the lighting, guys. It's just I gotta use what I got. So, but yeah, that's it. You just pull those out, you pick it up, and then pull straight back, and that pulls the filter out. Well, the lid off, then pull the filter out. Okay, it's another oil change in the books. I said it's a pretty straightforward job. You need a couple hand tools and some time, and anybody can do it at home. And you don't need to jack your vehicle up at all, being it's a truck. That is great. That's one thing I love about my trucks. You can crawl underneath them and work on them. You don't need to jack them up. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you need any help doing these type of little oil changes, it's kind of funny because the last few videos I've done have been all oil changes, but that's how work comes around, I guess. Sometimes it just comes in waves. You get a bunch of oil changes all in a row, and then you get a bunch of brake jobs in a row. But hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna keep making some videos as long as I get the work coming in, and yeah, we'll keep trying to keep you guys entertained on some of the how-tos around the shop. So if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And that's about it, guys. Yeah, I don't have any other plans coming up. So either way, I hope you guys have a good evening, good day, whatever time you're watching this, and I hope to catch you on the next one. All right, guys. See you around.